multitasking. Make sure you can be seen.
Get in the camera.
Hey guys, happy
Hello.
Friday. How's it
Yes.
going? Welcome to Finance Friday. This is the show where we transform. We're going to do some transforming today.
Oh, amazing. I'm excited.
So your chair sunk down already. You look like you're shorter than me.
I need to come up here. How do I do so?
I don't know. There's a lever or something.
There is a lever, but I can't
This is a
find
show
it.
where we transform your relationship with your money by giving you the information. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I'm getting
There you go. The
Yeah.
information that you need to grow and protect your wealth. I'm Amy Novakovic. I am here with my good friend Brien Spina.
How are
Thank
you,
you for
Amy?
being
Thank
here.
you so much. I appreciate it.
So you may have caught our little conversation on his podcast.
Yes,
Right? Captain's
That's right.
Log, where we drive around
we were driving. I
in
tried,
the rain.
and you were admiring my driving skills. The
I
technique
was.
was very on point.
Yes. My husband would say I'm an awful passenger. I might be. But so definitely check that podcast out. You just do it like
Yeah, every day.
every day.
Every day.
How do you do that?
I just go. That's it. I just
So
do it on the
yes,
fly.
Captain's Log. I
The
mean,
Captain's
check
Log.
it out, definitely. Follow us on Instagram. We are live on Instagram right now as well at Nova Wealth Management. Check out our website for all our other social media, novawealthmanagement.com. But
Excellent.
today,
What are we talking about? I'm
I know we
scared
didn't
now.
even talk about
Built it up so much. I'm just nervous now. My God, I'm gonna make all this money though. I'm excited. I want
Yes.
to know all my secrets.
I want to know your secrets.
How many trade secrets?
Yes, for business.
Okay, go. I'm here for you.
So when Brien Spina graduates high school, where do you go from there? What were you doing?
I decided that. Well, actually, it was interesting. I never had a real job, so I never worked for anybody. I had like a couple like literally weekend pizzeria jobs, but
Guys.
for the most part, it was just me like doing these little hustle things, and my parents being part of it, like them basically driving me around until I had my license and
Wow.
helping me sell corn stalks at Thanksgiving and Christmas wreaths and Christmas trees and poinsettias for Christmas and roses for Valentine's Day and Easter lilies for
Were you a
Easter.
Boy Scout?
No, I was
Oh.
not at all. But I did fish a lot. I love
Oh,
to
okay.
fish, and I played baseball. And when I graduated high school, I basically went off to college, and I didn't
Okay.
really know that there was such thing as being an entrepreneur until
But you
maybe-
were always kind of doing it though.
always. I never stopped. I mean, I hustled flea markets. Like I had artists
How cool.
making handmade pumpkins, like
Hey, guys.
airbrush pumpkins for Halloween, like selling thousands, like at multiple different like trade shows or
So
flea
you were just
markets or
born a
craft fairs.
salesperson?
Yeah, just weird. Like, and my parents were in the florist business, so I
Nice.
just kind of always picked up like little side hustles. Like I said, I mean, we came across this airbrush artist that made these mini airbrush pumpkins, and like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were popular.
Yeah.
Like every popular like
How
theme
cool.
movie or whatever,
Kristen.
they would airbrush these pumpkins, and I would just go
You would
like
go sell them?
sell them. That was just
So you were like
crazy.
this runner that would
Yeah.
go like sell
everywhere,
to
and then
random
and then for
Oh, that is so
like
funny.
for Christmas,
So cool.
I would take all the orders in school, and the teachers would put in their orders, like for Christmas wreaths, for poinsettias, for like swags on the doors,
Yeah.
Christmas trees, and I had a caravan, and I literally would take all the orders to each school, and the teachers would come out with their little list, like teachers, and I would just say like, okay, you owe me, $80, and here's your
And that's how
package.
you made money.
And that's what I did. So I did that all the way till I got to college. But right before college, I actually started a new business where I sold airplanes inside FAO Schwartz.
What?
And that was really interesting. Like, you remember the movie Big with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
So I sold these airplanes that you throw and they come back to you.
Right.
And because I was kind of a younger,
Are you guys listening to this? Is this even
I
real?
could throw this pitch. It was pretty amazing because I went from walking into FAO Schwartz, having my own business. I was
Yeah.
literally my own entity inside. I had a cash register that was in the back of the warehouse.
They love
I
you.
pulled it out. I pulled out the stanchions. I set up my little station. I was an independent contractor. I paid them a commission to sell my plane, and I did not rent the space. It was wild, like a wild business model.
Oh,
So
my
every
God.
sale, literally, I made profit on every one, like a huge profit. They were 55 cents each, and I sold them 2 for $5. And after splitting the money, I was still making like $2.10.
So this is where you really learned, like, oh wow, I could
it's amazing
like
because I
have
was
something
making
that's
more
worth
money
this
doing
much.
that in high school and college than my sister was as a teacher, full time in Manatee.
Wow.
Yeah, at Manatee Elementary.
So then, what was your first? Like, was this kind of your first business?
That was my first thing, but it got better because FAO Schwartz was a good gig. But it just so happened that 4 miles down the road was the Museum of Science in Boston,
Right.
and they started an aeronautical exhibit that was traveling around the country to all different museums.
Holy cow.
The aeronautical exhibit needed something like me in their gift store. They needed an airplane, so they came a few miles down the road to FAO Schwartz and said, "We need to have this product at the gift store at the Museum of Science." And I was like, "I would love that." And within 1 week, it was the #1 product in the museum. I flew.
That is so cool.
I flew it every Saturday and Sunday. I was only there 2 days a week, and I took in the orders.
You just killed it.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like,
so did you kill it because you were good at what you were saying, or because you just worked nonstop?
both. I mean, it wasn't
And
necessarily
you're just
like,
not afraid to hear no?
yeah, I mean,
You just don't care.
it's just a straight hustle. Like, you just get the airplane.
Yeah.
You can, like, I could see every person walking towards me. In my mind, I already know, like
you need an airplane.
yeah, like one out of those
You need two,
or
actually.
three are gonna buy. Especially like women who I knew had kids, stocking stuffers. Like I had a line for every single thing, and the product legit was amazing.
So cool.
So it really worked. Like, it wasn't a scam. You threw it like a boomerang and it came back to you. I still to this day have like cases of them in my garage.
You have them? Because I have kids that would
Yeah, I have them in my garage.
I'll pay you $5.
It's called the Dipper Do. Mike Stone, he was a World War II flight pilot, and he invented this boomerang plane. It was called the Dipper Do stunt plane, and they were made out of paper for years. And then at one point they switched over to polystyrene, and that's when like it took off.
Everything took off.
Yeah, but it just looks like this in the package. You can't like, this is what it looks like. There's zero curb appeal. Terrible packaging, terrible product. When you open it up, though, and fly the airplane, people are like, wow, what is that?
How
and
cool.
it just, so they will never sell, like, they had them on the shelf, just sitting there. You'd sell 2 maybe the whole week. I would go in and sell 300 every day, at least.
Holy cow.
So
like, you made more money than your sister being a teacher.
Yeah, but from the age like 16 up.
And how many hours a day did you have to do it?
I'm like 6 hours a day. That was it. 2 days a week. 2
days a week.
Yeah, I would sell like 300 to 500, like 500 sales during the holidays.
So what do you say to kids like that want to like immediately they have to go to college?
Right now,
like, I know you went to
very
college,
torn
but
because I did go to college. I probably would not have gone to college if I didn't play baseball. But I played baseball in high school, started getting a lot of opportunities to go play baseball in college. And I said, wow, I actually was a terrible student. I had so many other things. I didn't carry a pen. I didn't carry paper. I never read a book in high school. Like, I literally just went to school to get through it and get out. Like, that was my whole plan.
Just to check a box.
Because I was always
I'm just going to check that box. Diploma? Yes.
Correct. That was it. So going to college was really a whim. Like,
wow.
I was probably the last person. Yeah, I graduated in 4 years. It's just I just went and was like, all right, I got next.
What did you graduate in?
I have 2 degrees: psychology and criminal justice.
Psychology?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And so my dad said my brain was like brand new because I'd never used it before, but I have ADD as well, so I didn't know. Like, I was struggling. Like, I would struggle.
Yeah.
But I would buckle down and study. But then, of course, I have my gig in college where I was like the party maker. So I would finance all the parties, and then, of course, it was like money coming in, right?
Wait, so you financed the parties and people would pay you back with interest?
Well, no, I would finance the party, but then I would get the door.
You would get the door.
So it'd be $5 to get in or $8 to get in, depending on if we had a DJ or whatever.
So you would finance it, but you would make the profit off of the door charges.
Yeah. So every weekend,
oh my gosh,
the parties
you guys,
got bigger
share
and bigger.
this out. Like, I know a lot of people are going to watch this on the replay because we're in the middle of a work day right now.
Yeah.
But seriously, anybody that's on, share this out. This guy, you are so.
It started when
awesome.
I guess it started when I was 10. Like, the first time when I didn't realize that like that was a thing. My parents were like blown away because they sent me to camp, basketball camp with money.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, you just have money for drinks. How did you get? I said, no, I bought pizza. And they said, well, how did you buy pizza the next day? And I said, well, I ate my pizza and I sold the rest and I got my money back. And they were
Oh my god.
and they were like, what the heck?
Like what?
They didn't get that. They didn't like, you sold the rest of the pizza. I said, to me, it seemed totally normal. Why would I not sell the pizza?
So you're just trying to literally get value out of everything you do. Like, oh, I didn't finish this pizza. Instead of putting it in the fridge, I'm going to resell it.
Yeah, that's how I was. I don't know why. It was just a thing. Like,
do you know what is so funny though? I always tell people, like, every dollar that you make, it needs to do something that's memorable. Like, make your money memorable.
Yeah.
I always tell people. And
what
so
about when they pick up a penny on the floor? Or there's a dime or something, and people are like, oh, it's only a penny. I'm not picking it up. You don't pick it up? I pick up
do.
every one.
No, I do.
And you know they say it's heads up is bad,
It's
tails.
bad.
No, I say
heads up is good, tails is bad.
I pick up every one.
Yeah,
it's
so do
because
I.
you know why? It's a penny.
Yeah.
Like it's another penny.
It's still a penny.
I don't care if it's a bad juju. It's like a good penny.
I
have bad mojo.
can take it and make it good.
Yeah.
And make it.
So I always pick them up.
Do you know, like, probably eventually we will go away completely from coins?
I think
like,
so.
Why are we going to need coins?
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, but
I don't think anybody even cares about coins. Like, you go to a restaurant and the server literally will get, like, the servers are giving you their change back. They're like, just make it even.
Yeah.
How about when they give you less? And it's like, no,
no.
You round it down. You need to round it up. What's up with that, right?
If you're going to round it all, round up.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
I don't let my staff do that.
Well, it's because they're keeping the tip.
Yeah, I don't want them. If I'm owed $33.33, like, don't give me $33 back.
Yeah.
Give me 34 if you're gonna round up.
Do you think they know how to count coins?
Not many.
I don't even know if they're taught how necessarily past like first grade.
No, I don't think so. Because I have 2 kids. I have a kid.
Right.
I have 10.
10 and 12.
Yeah, 12 and 13 now.
12 and 13.
Yeah. She's 12 going on 22.
Yeah.
She's killing me. That's Brien.
Brien.
She's killing me. Killing me. She's killing me.
And how do you deal with that? A teenage daughter.
I'm like,
so like when
I'm
she
like
was
Mr. Dad. I do everything.
Does she want to date yet?
She's trying to hustle me tonight to go to a movie. And she wrote, I will read this.
Yeah.
This is my 12-year-old daughter.
Okay.
On her plan tonight to go to the movie. Totally impromptu. No, she doesn't know. I didn't know I was going to read this. This is my message from her starting last night. She says, hi, Dad. We're still working on the movies. Our friend Dylan wants to come. He's just our friend, I promise. All capitals. And if anything at all, Quinn likes him. But he doesn't like her. So, like, don't worry. And if you say he can go, his mom is going to text you. I don't know. The movie is still looking good, though. But we'll tell you what time. We want to go see Us at 7:30. Paragon. Is that okay?
And what does she say? Well, then, so Dylan likes you.
X-rated, R-rated movie, not happening. She's like, yeah, but everyone's going to ask their parents.
Oh, she is good.
She wrote me another one yesterday where it said, Dad, I really hate this class. Dead ass. She's dead ass serious. I go, oh, you're dead ass that you don't like school? Really? Really? Well, let me tell you about that. And I just went off on her. I won't tell you the rest I wrote.
I think I've been there.
12.
Yeah.
It's a struggle. The struggle is real. Snapchat's killing us.
Do you ever take away her cell phone?
I do, but not as much as her mom.
Oh.
Her mom is evil. Takes it away literally.
Why is that evil?
Takes it away every second.
Oh, every second.
Mostly it's so that she doesn't communicate with me.
No, but if there's like really bad attitude or lying, like, don't you think it should get taken away? Or
yeah, I do a lot of I do stuff, but like I'm always like the cool dad, so I had all the plans revolve around me.
Yeah.
So then I just take those away.
I see that.
So then I just take them away. So like you might have your phone, but I might literally like shut off the internet and shut off like all connection to life. You can just use it to call somebody if you want, but don't.
So it's like kind of like teasing her.
Because I have the VPN
like you can
set
have
up
the phone, but I'm gonna shut off the
I have the VPN set up on it so I can control the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you can be the fun dad but also controlling what she's doing. Oh, you're smart.
Yeah, but she's still, smart. She's trying to hustle me.
Guys, here with Brien Spina. Thank you for joining.
Hi, guys.
I think we have talked more about kids right now than business.
That's okay. It's fun. People want to know that. Everybody with money has kids.
Well, and everybody with kids know the struggle is real.
Yeah, because they need money to support these little guys.
Absolutely.
Right? These little monsters.
It does take a lot. Did you do like Florida prepaid or what did you do for the kids?
Well, we don't want to talk about the first Florida prepaid. So you know how they changed it with the differential insurance?
Yes.
So Prior to that,
Yes.
my ex-wife decides that she wants to use that money to get her boobs done.
Oh.
And so then the second time, that was without my knowledge.
Okay.
She just took the money, got the fake set, and so then there was no kid, like really nice, right? There's an amazing move. Then I had to re-up, so now I paid a differential too. Lovely.
That is really.
Yeah, but I do USSA. USAA?
USAA.
Is that a good move? Like I put money in that every day.
The 529?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
so
that's
for the
good.
kids?
So that'll grow, invested tax-free if used for college.
Yeah, so I do that. I do that for them, which is
that'd be great.
Another way, right?
And that way she can't take it out to get, her ass done or something.
She's done. I mean, she can't do anything now.
Okay.
Yeah, she got traded in for a new model. It's not happening.
Don't judge. Yeah. Maybe she needed that.
I'm assuming something because I didn't put my name on it.
You never know.
Nope.
So as far as, let's stay on the money talk, the business talk. So the business, your first business after college that was really successful.
Oh, no, my first business was interesting. So I got my captain's license because I applied for a job with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. I wanted to run one of those cigarette boats that they have. They have one in Fort Myers.
Yes.
And I wanted to run one of those nighttime cigarette boats.
Okay.
But I had to have my captain's license. So I went right up.
When you say run it, like you literally.
I wanted to be the captain of the boat.
And
because I was already, I had been 2 years, I did my internship with the Florida Fish and Wildlife.
Okay.
I left Boston each winter and stayed down here for a few months and did my internship, got my hours, and then went back. So I loved working with the wildlife police.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, there's a position in Fort Myers. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife, like customs.
Right.
That was also a big thing, like in 2009, even like it is now.
Yeah.
So I got my captain's license because you had to do that to have the boat. They didn't call me for 2 years. In the 6 weeks after I got my captain's license, I had already bought a boat, started a business. Bought like Marco Island charters, fishing in Marco Island. Like so an idiot. I thought I was so smart.
Yeah.
I'm like, nobody owns all these domain names. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
I totally take them all.
Right for Marco Island, like population of 15,000. Why didn't I buy like Manhattan? Right. I'm buying Marco Island like it's like a big thing in '98.
Like how are these not taken?
Yeah, I should have bought everything. Everything. Right? Should I? I mean, why did I just stop there? Yeah. So I think I was so smart. So anyway. I did this, and so MarcoIslandCharters.com, and I named the company. My boat was Satisfaction Guaranteed. That was like a joke, like I just named the boat Satisfaction Guaranteed. Yeah. So lady says, "What's the name of your business?" When I go get my business license at the Collier County Occupational License Office, and I said, "Satisfaction Guaranteed Fishing Charters," and that was the name of the business. And
so did you guarantee?
Guaranteed every time.
Guaranteed.
I guaranteed catch every time, or they got their money back. And only one time in 12 years.
That they didn't get a catch?
Yeah, thousands and thousands of trips. I had 12 boats. I had captains working for me every day. After the third year, I started hiring captains because I was fishing 7 days a week.
And you're like in your 20s and 30s at this point, right?
No, I was 21. Yeah. So I was 21. I started the business.
Okay.
And I started fishing. It got to the point where I was busy every day because people in that industry, the captains originally, back then were like, oh, you have to like kind of cultivate your own clientele, right? You have to have like, oh, you have to be a fisherman and you have to have these clients that come back year after year after year. And I'm thinking, we're in a tourism island. Why is that like what everybody tries to do? I don't care if the same guy fishes with me for 2 weeks.
Right.
No. So I basically took out the biggest ads, went on the internet, started running like all these ads, fishing, blah, 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 do all this stuff. Right away, the business was going nuts. I was fishing every day. And then it became so much that who wants to fish 7 days a week? 10
so like
hours
how
a day?
many people would you take out to fish?
When?
Like when you would go out, when you would take them out?
It was only two. That's the key. Because in the flats business or in the guide world, like 1 to 2 people are key. 3 is max, or you could get a 6-pack boat and kick up to 6.
So you'd only take like 2 or 3?
Yeah, it was $500 for 4 hours.
I was just going to ask you.
So then you could make $1,000 a day minus your expenses. You could make good money. But you can only make good money if you're booked a lot. Like it looks great on paper.
Yeah, right.
Because you do you think about like, first of all, I did no business.
Think about like how much did it cost me?
Correct.
And I'm making this much. So it's like makes perfect sense.
Correct. Except when you don't get a call for 3 weeks.
Well, yeah.
And you're sitting there waiting for someone to go fishing.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden all those expenses get eaten up. Like all your profits gone, right?
Right.
So it got to the point where I was fishing 7 days a week, twice a day. and I couldn't grow any more of the business.
Yeah, you're beyond.
And I was answering the phone, like I'm taking all these calls.
So you have to hire somebody.
So I started hiring.
Right.
It took me 2 years and 3 boats to make the same profit as I was making that 3rd year working every day.
And doing it yourself.
Yeah. It took me 3 years. And
so
then
it took you 2 to 3 years to actually catch up to your break even of
to where I was before.
Huh.
Because it was very profitable when I was fishing.
Because you probably had to pay people pretty well to make sure they were loyal.
Absolutely. And that they didn't take your clientele, because then
and make sure that satisfaction was guaranteed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then I got into the sponsorship aspect of it, where I was doing like TV shows at ESPN and fishing and that kind of thing.
Right.
Then I started working like, okay, if Yamaha is going to give me motors, I'm not going to buy a $15,000 motor every year.
No.
Hello? Like G. Loomis, Shimano, Abu Garcia,
so then
Berkeley.
These brands start paying for your stuff.
Yeah. But again, instead of like going on Facebook and like shooting videos and like telling people I'm sponsored by it, I didn't. I was just working like the internet and doing like, you know, some ads on Google and that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, I could have like blown this thing up to like a huge media empire back then, because no one was doing it.
Right.
And I was shooting video and we were on TV, but instead I was focusing on TV. Like I should have went to social media.
Yeah, but social media, like what was really even around?
Facebook was there.
Was it Facebook?
Yeah, I believe Facebook was the thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So that would have totally blown up.
It would have been amazing. I know.
Instead, you opened a comedy club.
Why didn't I just buy domain names? Like, you know, keep buying all
People
those
do
domain
that
names.
though. People go
Yeah,
out
today.
and buy.
But in '98, everything was available.
Right.
Like there was so much available.
Yeah.
You could have bought like.
Yeah, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean,
I know.
like anybody could have done that.
Yeah, they could have done that.
Yeah. Here with Brien Spina, if you're just joining us, I'm actually going to share this out. Sorry, Instagram guys. If you want to join us live on Facebook.
We're good.
How do I disconnect this thing?
Oh, it's locked in. I got you locked in.
How do you unlock it?
Let me lock and load. We're locked and loaded. Yo!
We're locked and loaded.
Are we
Never
ending it?
a dull moment.
Are we ending it? Or are we
Well,
gonna...
because I want to share it out on Facebook, on my Facebook page.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Brian's teaching me how to do a lot of social media, because I am very social media.
Okay.
I'm a novice.
Not really.
So I wanted to share it out on my Facebook page.
Okay, so we'll do it.
You're gonna do it?
Yep. So,
okay. So in business, would you say your philosophy is?
This is interesting.
This is, you see where I'm going with this question or not yet?
Maybe, yeah.
Would you say your philosophy is spend all the money that you make to go as big as possible?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you say that maybe you should take some of that profit and keep it for other businesses? So do you keep pumping all that money back in this one business to blow up, or now that you have multiple businesses, do you keep some of that money and diversify yourself for different businesses?
No, I share. I do both. I do reinvest and spend more, and I feel like I always keep putting it back in. But I also go and I constantly try to create something different.
So you do both.
Yeah.
But I mean, like business owners out there, like I have a lot of people that watch, like, you know, the Grant Cardones of the world and like to just spend all that money like in their business. And they don't know when is a good idea to say, okay, I've put enough into this business, I should branch out into this business.
I never stop branching. That's my problem.
You're just constantly branching.
I'm all gas, no brake. I go.
All gas, no brake.
So
hashtag all gas, no brake.
So if it's like, oh my God, yeah, I'm buying a lot of marketing. Like I'm constantly hiring graphic designers. I'm like, why am I starting a marketing company?
Oh, God.
So then I do that. So it's like, whatever it is. But if I have an idea, I tend to act on those ideas really quick.
People have no idea. Like when they go into your comedy club, I guarantee you people have no idea that you behind the scenes, like this is just one of your many, 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 many businesses.
Yeah, they probably don't. But the other thing is like, there's so much data that's coming in for that business. Like we do so much marketing. And there's just constant like databases. You know, we have 222,000 emails. We have 100
easily. Because like I went to your show, one of your shows recently, and they text me like every week, like you're gonna come to our show tonight. You do not.
I do it all.
You actually send those texts out?
I send those messages. I send about 68,000 messages a week.
Holy cow.
I do the
That's
email.
So cool.
I do all the marketing. I do the text messaging. I run all our Facebook,
so
Instagram, YouTube ads. I do all of it.
So, okay. So like when you're looking at a business opportunity, how do you determine like, yes, I'm going to go for it, or no, this is junk?
Since
you're like
to buy a business or to start a business.
Okay.
Because I can walk into any restaurant and instantly know like what kind of profit usually it is. Like,
so you would know if you should like buy this
like
place
in
or
two
not.
times, like 2 dinners or usually,
So what is it? What is
Well,
it
I mean, I can
determines that for
calculate
you?
how much staff they have. I can
What they're
calculate
charging for their
I
prices,
can
the
calculate
quality
what
of the
the
food,
is.
probably.
Yeah,
Right?
it's pretty. I mean, it's very simple. And then you can take into a consideration an estimated rent amount and how much money they have to do. But the restaurant business overall as
It's
an
so hard.
investment is a very tough.
Well, because the
move.
management is key, right?
Absolutely,
like management in
management's
restaurants is crazy.
key. You're judged on your last meal. It's not the same as other businesses. How many times you go to a restaurant, eat there 20 times in your life? You go and you have a terrible meal and you hate the place and you don't want to go back. It's like, really? You've never burnt something in your kitchen? Like, they're trying. They're doing the best they can. Like, I feel bad.
Do you know it's so funny that you say this? Because I've been to so many events at the Ritz.
Yeah.
The Ritz-Carlton, right? Mm-hmm. And I've been to a lot of events. They've been really great, whatever. But yesterday we had a charitable event. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
And there were just a couple of things. And I was just like, this is ridiculous.
And you were pissed.
This is the Ritz.
Yeah, I know. No, I get it.
And I was pissed.
Yeah. Well, you pay the price of that. So, you're expecting.
I was like, I don't think we should not have our event here next time.
Right. Of course.
You're so right. Okay, so what about other businesses? Like, because you have like the vodka business, like, and you have like this alcohol.
That I started in 12 years ago. I came up with the idea that I wanted to sell Marco Island vodka, and I wanted to make a Marco Island exclusive
make your own
vodka. Yeah, I made it in the Netherlands. It was distilled there, shipped here, and I sold it under Captain
But how
Brien.
did you come up with this idea? Like all of a sudden you're sitting around one day and you're like, oh, I want to make.
It wasn't the vodka. It was the idea that I had my own brand that people would still say, oh, Kat, that's that comedy club and restaurant. That's what I want to do. Oh yeah, remember that place?
So
the
you
more I
wanted
just put the name, I put it out everywhere.
Okay.
Fast forward 12 years, social media, my podcast, Instagram, Snapchat, everything else. I'm like, hey, if I posted a picture of 12 years ago today on my timeline that I had a vodka, and freaking everyone was messaging me, dude, you used to have a vodka? What the heck? Why don't you have one anymore?
I'm telling you.
So I freaking pick up the phone. I go on the internet. I start looking, blah, blah, blah. I want to create my own vodka.
How do I create my own vodka?
Well, 10 days.
Do you ever think about being like a business consultant for people?
I get asked.
You probably get asked all the time. Can you help me grow my business? Should I do this business?
I get invited to go to 12 lunches a week. Like 12 times a week, I'm invited to lunch.
Because wouldn't you want to pick his brain? Like I
do. You want to hear a story?
Yes.
So this is the worst.
Okay.
This has got a good. It's good and bad. So 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay.
So 2 weeks. You tell me. 2 weeks ago. Now I'm not kidding. I get 12. Probably between 10 and 15 invites for lunch. Let's talk about lunch. Let's go to coffee. Hey, I want to talk to you about this idea. I want to do that, right? How many can I take, right? I try to do, I like them. I enjoy them. And I've had success in some of them. And I've hopefully helped so many, right? But it's never like they want to help me. It's always like I need to help them.
Totally.
So I'm totally okay with that. And I enjoy that. And I appreciate that people ask.
Yeah.
So I came up with the idea, wouldn't it be cool if I sat down one-on-one with each one of my employees and had lunch with them? Okay. Like lunch with the captain and tell me, what's your goals? What do you like about our company? Yeah. What do you hate about our company? Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 2 years? Where do you see yourself in 6 months? Blah, blah, blah. I'm paying for lunch. All you have to do is sign up.
All they have to do is just be open too.
I send out the email to the 68 employees, crickets.
Nobody took that opportunity?
Not one employee.
What?
Decided that they were going to have lunch with me. So I'm pissed.
Did they get the email?
I wrote very clearly, hey guys, I want to take this opportunity to say that, there's a lot of new staff coming on.
Did you ask people if they got the email though?
So then I'm like to my general manager.
Because that shocks
email. Send. Like, dude, what is, like, seriously? Are they serious? No one
What is wrong with our people?
Nobody wants to sit down for a raise. Nobody wants to talk about, like, future in the business. Like, they don't want to be part of anything.
No.
And I get 2 responses.
Okay.
First 2 come in. Yeah. Both employees that got fired already. I'm like, this is not an open discussion of how you're going to come back to the company. You were terminated by my management
for a reason,
and I have not have anything. I have nothing to talk to you about.
Oh my God.
So then I change the subject and I go, all right, this is what you're going to do. You're going to post a calendar on the wall with 11 o'clock, 11:30, and 12 o'clock lunchtimes every day of the week for the month of April.
Okay, like just in case they didn't see the email.
Correct.
This is going to be a sign-up sheet
So,
that is in
so
front of
starting
their face.
next week, I have 5 so
Okay.
far.
So see, maybe it was just the email.
You think?
I do, because I don't think a lot of people check their email. Or
Wrong. You should. That's a good way to cover. Only problem
I'm
is
not covering.
I
I'm just
emailed
brainstorming.
and text message both at the same time.
Oh, you text.
Blasted everyone at the same time.
Oh, the texting. Yeah, there's no excuse.
Yeah,
for
you
that.
can't. And they have to because that's how they get their schedule. I use Schedulefly. So
it
each
came from the
employee-
same address
Yes.
that you used to schedule.
Yes. And instead of sending out a schedule, I sent a mass message. I hit email and text. So I blasted them twice. Crickets. I was upset.
So now the sign-up sheets, though, now you have 5.
I have 5. We'll see.
But
how
you
it
had to
goes.
like beg for it.
Yeah, it's too much.
I think that is an awesome opportunity.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Do they know, like seriously, you know, when you work for a big corporation,
Yeah.
you don't even necessarily know like the head person.
I would
at all.
say.
Do
I
they
would
know
say
how
60% of
involved in
them-
other businesses that you are?
60% of them, 50% of them would know that. The other
You think so?
50%, maybe not.
Are you being
Maybe. Maybe I'm totally
too
jaded.
assumptive?
Yeah, maybe I'm totally just making that figure
You're
up,
totally
and it's probably
jaded.
nobody.
Yeah.
They probably don't know anything.
They
No,
probably-
no, I know.
Do they
I'm-
know?
I have a core group of employees that have been with me 5 to 10, 12
Okay.
years. So
Do you go like into
Mhm.
the comedy club?
Mhm.
You do.
I work usually in the morning. Like I'll be there any day randomly from 7 a.m. to 3.
Okay.
In and out, whatever, and I work. Like I'll do my marketing there. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I literally work from my home office, so I can get, because I'll set up like crazy man, like 2 computers, and like because this computer, the fastest you can get, right? The fastest Mac, the best laptop, and
You're like doing something here.
it's not
and then doing
fast
something
enough.
here.
Yeah, so I'll have to use both, and that way I can get a lot done. Especially if I'm rendering videos or if I'm doing like email blasts or campaigns that like I have to do some graphics. Yeah, I just can't take it with one.
You can't take sitting and
No,
waiting.
no, not while it's
So,
updating
for
or uploading.
any of Brian's employees that may see this, sign up for his lunch.
Right, exactly.
For crying out
Yeah.
loud. I mean, what is wrong with you? Really?
I know, right?
I
Jeez.
think it would be great
I think it would be nice,
to pick your brain and just
Yeah.
like see,
I
like
didn't
you
even
said,
say
like
I was gonna
where
film
you
it,
could go in
but
the.
now I might. I might just put them all on camera. I'll have to have them sign a release and they get the
now
lunch.
they're not.
No
they're gonna be
lunch,
like,
no lunch for you
thanks.
without signature right here.
Yeah.
And then I'll go live and I'll just talk to them. Like, why did it take you so long to sign up? I don't
Oh, I'd be
understand.
so curious.
I'm gonna ask.
Is there a demographic of your employees? Like, are they mostly younger? Are they mostly going to FGCU and working? Like, is there a
No,
demographic?
we have the gamut of like some
Or
of the
it's all
younger
age
folks like are
groups.
really like, yeah, I mean we have 15-year-old kids that are bussers
Yeah.
and food runners,
Yeah.
all the way up to I would say probably mid 60s.
Do you think it's possible graduating in psychology? Oh, Janine Bureau just emailed me.
Hi Janine.
Do you think it's possible that the mindset of employees that work for someone
Okay.
versus like an entrepreneur, right,
Okay.
or a business
Yeah.
owner, do you think it's possible that the mindset of somebody that is working for someone, maybe they're happy, maybe you make them happy and they don't need to think bigger than that? Like, do you think maybe there's a personality of somebody that works for someone else that maybe they're
I
content?
do, but out of
And maybe this is
68
a
or
test,
70,
And what if I go to lunch with him and he hates me?
Yeah.
Then am I going to get fired? Like, maybe it's not worth the risk in their mind. Like, they have that mentality.
It
Like,
could
I
be.
really like my job
It could be.
and I want to be content and I
I'm
like
a
my
little
pay.
high strung, so maybe that's why.
Oh, maybe. You're
Yeah.
intimidating.
I am.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know if I try to be open, but I think I'm like assertive.
Well, you certainly speak your mind.
Yes.
And you're gonna call
very wide
somebody
open.
out.
Always.
So
Totally
maybe
wide
you're not
open.
intimidating, but there's certainly maybe a little nerves with it.
I probably I do my my presentations to the staff
Yeah.
are very fun. They would be fun to video. Yeah, I do.
Why don't you?
I've done a few. I have
okay.
done a few, but I think that then I tone it down a
Turn it
bit.
back a little bit.
Yeah, but like it's on when I teach. Like I'll teach sales or whatever. Like selling or upselling or
Okay.
like introduce new ideas or products or what we're doing next. Like I'm pretty like.
So what is next?
At the club?
No, like what's your next thing?
Well, I mean, I just signed a deal. I'm getting ready to sign a deal with 180 stores with ABC Liquor, and they called yesterday and said that my products are approved.
Holy
so
cow!
That's gonna be really good.
180 stores.
There's
that new ABC going up.
Did you know that they're
Estero.
the largest independently held liquor store chain in the U.S. and they're only in Florida? I didn't know that.
They're only in Florida?
Florida-based, that's it. They're privately held, and it's the largest.
Wow, I guess that might be
178 units. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Wow, that is wild.
So I've been trying now for quite a while, and then yesterday they called and said, "Hey, look, you got approved." They want to know some ins and outs. They're writing up all their point of sale because they're gonna roll it out.
When you get into like an ABC, so do you have to sign like I won't go into Total Wine or
no,
do you have,
I
you
no.
don't?
But what rumor has it is
or I
that
won't go into Publix.
I've already applied to both of those. To
you need a Costco size.
I've already tried. Costco doesn't deal with my current distributor right now.
Oh, okay.
So we're having a problem with where they like the product.
Sam's?
Same thing. Both don't do my distributor. But, I'm like the new guy on the block. So
yeah.
I now have 3 distributors. And hopefully, like if I can land one of the major, massive ones someday, that's going to really be like a bigger opportunity. Because like who has a brand and then all of a sudden they have a distributor? I just got lucky that like one wanted to take me.
Yeah.
And then it was sold so well, like the other distributors in the market said, say like, why are you like, you're on the shelves everywhere here. Hey, can we get involved? And then it's kind of gone like that.
So this is a huge success.
I don't know if it's a huge success, but
it's
luckily
going that way. I mean, ABC,
well.
hello.
That's going to be great.
That's going to be great. So
I'm
what's one of your
66.
bigger business failures?
Oh, I failed miserably at the Performing Arts Center. It was just doomed from day one because.
So why? Like, what made it go bad?
It
Hey.
It started off. Hey, what's up? It started off bad with the loan that was backing the property that I did was just a complete disaster. It wasn't structured right. It was actually based on a project that we weren't even building, and because the bank waited so long on getting the loan done.
I don't like banks too much.
The worst. So literally like SunTrust just rushed it through, and it wasn't even like the proper loan. It was crazy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So then do you learn from that? Like what do you take away from that? Like it's not a failure.
No.
Like I say the word failure.
Yeah.
But it's like, so what do you take away from that? Like what do you
I
know?
learned more in those 2.5 years than probably the previous 10 because I was on cruise control. Like everything I touched was gold.
So you could be like your own, like you could be like the Brien Spina Shark Tank and have people like come to you and pitch their ideas and you could totally be like, I think that's cool.
On a daily basis. Every day.
You already do it?
Yeah, every day.
So if you guys have an idea.
It's pretty interesting. Like I do. Like people constantly pitch every day something.
I bet. Fun. Well, because people pitch to me.
Right.
And just because I talk about money and I talk about business, how to invest in business and things like that. But I mean, if I get pitched, you for sure get pitched.
I get pitched. And I think a lot of times maybe they don't even pitch me as being part of it. They just want to know
opinion.
What do they think? Like we're doing this or we were thinking about doing this.
Yeah.
I talked somebody out of something terrible decision last weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Somebody wanted to get in the florist business. And I'm like, you want to sell flowers, the most perishable thing that my parents did for 50 years? It's the worst product you could ever sell. I was like, there's no upside to that business. Like you put it on the shelf, it dies, right? If you don't sell that product, you don't make any money. You just lost it's a terrible business.
There's nothing else that you can do.
You have Home Depot and Lowe's and Publix. And those guys are all in that business.
Yeah.
Why would you want to compete with any of those?
Or like a 1-800-Flowers is so big now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, like when you talk to people, when they pitch you their business idea.
I tell them the truth. Sometimes they don't like to hear it.
So like what if like a services business, so like not necessarily a product, but like if we have, like for instance, we'll have a lot of people in real estate and they offer that service, or they are a photographer, or they're in consulting, or like they offer a service. So like when you are going to give advice to somebody about offering a service, like so what's your advice what's a good tip that you would give somebody that's going into a service business, not a product, but like, I'm going to offer this service. What should I do? Like, what should I do or what shouldn't I do? Like, what's your number one thing?
You need to respond to the customer. The very strange part of service industry is, how many times have you called a housekeeper and not gotten a call back?
Oh, wow.
How many maintenance for your pool, your landscaping?
Yeah.
Like, return the call.
The landscaping?
All that you have to do is be available.
Oh, that's so true.
To take
That's
the
the
call
worst.
and show up on time and do your job. I don't think it's a genius. Like,
No.
there's no specific recipe to make it work.
No, you're right though.
They will all work if you
I
do
had a
it.
guy come to my house and we were going to drop thousands. We were going to landscape like the whole front of we were going to bring in big trees and all this stuff. He came out to give us a quote
and never came back with the quote.
Never came back. And I call him. I'm like, look, hey, like,
why are you
just
chasing somebody for money? Like,
why? I want to give you money.
I freak people out. Like, I would have left that meeting and done it in the car. You would have had an email by the time you got back.
You need to start a
That's what I do.
business.
Like, I do stuff like that. Like, I'll
my
literally
gosh.
do it right then and there.
You need to start a landscaping business.
Yeah,
That's your
no,
next
it's interesting.
thing.
It is. And
Or like services.
the pools, the lawns,
People,
all of that is like
kids nowadays.
still wide open.
It is.
Yeah.
But kids nowadays aren't learning like a trade. So
No.
like plumbers,
Yep.
electricians,
Huge.
roofers. Like
Absolutely.
I have clients that do all of these and they are making millions.
Yeah, of course.
So I tell like younger people, like if you really don't want to go to college, parents, it isn't the worst thing in the world. There's easy ways to make multi-millions.
Yep.
Like just in that service industry, because kids aren't doing it now. Like it's like a necessity now that every kid gets out of high school and has to go to college.
Yeah.
Whereas like me,
I don't feel that way.
it was like, are you going to go to college?
Right.
And nowadays, when you talk to parents, it's like, so what colleges are your kids considering? Like, it's just an assumption.
Yeah.
So do you think entrepreneurship is dying, or do you think?
No, I think it's as big as ever. But I do have to say, like in high school, I was doing all those things, and only the kids' parents that really like knew what I was doing or like the moves I was making would respect like me. Otherwise, because I wasn't a great student, I was like, luckily I was a good athlete, so everybody knew me, and that was a big thing.
Yeah.
But I was known as like not a good student. So other parents are like, meanwhile I'm thinking like, you don't understand. Like, I know your son is doing like, he's doing drugs and drinking
like
every day. Meanwhile, like you're badgering me because I'm not like a straight A student.
Because I'm not a
but here I am like hustling, making like, money you're making every day.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the way I would always think.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I would be so proud of like my kid. They go out in business.
I am. My daughter's crazy. Like 6 years old. She's making brochures on Saturday morning to have a lemonade stand. She has like a stack of brochures. She's like, Dad, I did this just like you. Like, we're gonna go pass these out. I'm like, you're not going to pass these out door to door. She's like, well, how am I gonna get people to come to my lemonade stand?
I want to make money.
And I'm like, that's a good move. So you know what I did?
What?
I started her an online business where she basically
when she was 6?
Yeah, and
she's
she
12
she
now.
could have made a fortune. This is what she did. This is the move. So I went on a website called Fiverr. Have you ever seen the website?
No.
Anything you want in the world for $5. So
it's like 5 and below.
Yes,
kind
but now it's really 5 and up to like 5,000. Like it's a scam now. Not a scam, but it's a racket. Like you could build up like, oh, I have this offer for $5, but if you want this with whipped cream on top, it's 12. If you want it here with cherries, it's another 15.
Oh.
So you could keep going, right? But for $5, you can get anything you want.
Yeah. Okay.
So I said, so Brianna, if you want to do that, I said,
Beyonce.
yeah, we will start a business where she's 12. So this was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
You did not hear about this business 7 years ago. This was an idea I had.
Right.
I said, we'll go on Amazon.
Yeah.
We'll tell the Amazon people that we're going to open up your products and review them online.
Okay.
And you're going to get paid for it.
What was her product? Because you said
every single product on Amazon that a kid would like. So we started reaching out to companies.
Yeah.
We started our little page. Hey, I'm a children's spokesmodel. Do you have a product or a brand you'd like me to talk about or review on Amazon?
Yeah.
I'd be happy to do it. Blah blah blah. Little video with her, right? First week she gets 7 orders, $5, right? Second week, same thing. Third week, I only have them every other weekend. So we had these orders lined up. It came to a weekend. She had 17 orders, like the 5th weekend. And she's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, no. Well, she's
Now,
little.
She didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
But 5 weeks, so 7 years ago. So she literally
she would have
been a rock star.
Blown up.
It was crazy. Like, because she was so cute too. I would just say, like, Brie, talk about like what this is. Like, walk me through it. And she would do the cutest little things. And I loved it. It was a great idea. It was huge. 5 years. It was 7 years ago.
Well, I was gonna say you could
People
still do
were
it
eating it
on
up,
YouTube.
eating it up. This little 5-year-old girl,
Like a YouTube channel.
Yeah, if she had
Put her on a YouTube channel.
Well, we did everything. We did the Fiverr, but the Fiverr was so good because nobody could touch her. They could just send an email, and I had to get the email. I had to respond. They put the money in PayPal, so she didn't have to go and have a lemonade stand. She didn't have to do that and like talk to people and like go out on the street. She wanted to sell. Right. She wanted to make money. She knew that.
Wow. So do you tell her now that she kind of like
every day,
it?
Every day? Because you know what she does? She watches people on freaking line open up presents.
Yeah.
And open up gifts.
That's what they do.
Yeah. And
like
put
literally,
makeup
it's just
on.
their hands.
Put makeup
like
on.
Opening up toys.
I'm like, really? Like, how many makeup? You had like 4 makeup companies send you like makeup. Like,
so that was your idea.
She still has a page.
7 years
it's adorable.
ago.
I still have all the videos of her doing all this stuff. And like somebody said, one of the products was so cute. It was a tooth, the tooth fairy, and it was a pillow tooth. And you put your tooth in it, and you went to sleep, and then your mom and dad took it, and they put the money in it, and that was on your pillow. It was like a pillow shape, like a tooth. And that was the cutest thing. I still have the video of her talking about it. Like, did you lose your teeth? And she's like, you can put it right in this pillow. And then in the morning you wake
it's so
up.
fun. You have something in there.
Oh my God, so cute.
Aw, yeah, my daughter's 4, and I've had her on videos like talking about like stocks.
People eat it up. They love it.
Yeah, like she talks about all this stuff.
Yeah, it's clickbait.
That's awesome.
It's good clickbait.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I could just sit here and talk to you forever. Like, there's so many different things, so many ideas.
It's fun.
How can you tell them how
you
people
can find me at
Captain
Brien. You want to find my spirits? It's Captain Brien spelled out, and Brien is BRIEN.com. I know it's like I feel like a very short. You give me a very short seat. Thank you very much, Amy. You can follow me on Instagram at CapBrien, CapBrien. Facebook as well. Google Brien Spina, and Brien, I'm the only one on Google, so you can't miss it. BRIEN. Yeah, that's all you have to do is BRIEN.
Did you change your name to be like that, or was it?
No, that was a really good move, though. No, my parents jinxed me and blessed me with that name because all my sisters have E's in their names, so they wanted to put
an E in there.
Yeah,
that is a blessing.
Yeah,
but yeah, people.
It's like O'Brien, but they say Brien. They look at me and they say O'Brien.
Oh, yeah.
But it's none of that. It's just Brien.
It's just Brien.
Spelled differently.
You're so original.
Apparently, it's not the right way because wouldn't other people be spelling it like that?
I am so sure people have told you, like, don't you know your name's misspelled?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As a kid, they're like, no, son.
No,
right.
no, honey.
I'm like, yeah, that's the way it is. It really is the right way.
Anything else you want to say? I think we kind of covered it.
No, I appreciate being on the show.
Thank you so
much.
much.
It's fun when I get to guest on someone else's podcast.
Yeah, you're not used to this, right?
They can go to my podcast too. It's the Captain's Vlog.
For sure. You guys don't want to miss that.
It's the Captain's Vlog on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Podbean. Find it. It's good. It's out there.
Podbean. I've never even heard of this.
Well, you got to get into it. You got to go. You got to make moves.
I'm going to tell
you. We're making moves, Amy. We're making moves.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have an awesome weekend.
Thanks.